Hey guys, so it's your Amazon professor here. So I want to talk to you guys about what the grading policy is and what are my expectation for the class. So let's go ahead and dive into grading, right? So I graded about most of this 2.4. Let's go ahead and go over to 2.6 lab, all right? All right, so first things first off the bat, make sure you have your recipient, which is your name, your date, your class, and then the the title of your instructor or whoever you're sending it to, right? And then you're gonna have your title, which is SQL or 2.6 lab, and go ahead and do a screenshot of your code. So here we're working on SQL. I want to see everything that's about what are you doing when you're coding. After which, I want to see the results of the SQL. So go ahead and do the input of the program and then the output of the program, IO. So here, you see that we have all the codes necessary, and then here's the execution, and then also what is affected. And then also make sure you have a summary. The summary can include anything that which you've learned or problems, things that you faced and you encountered and hopefully overcome. So I want you to make sure you overcome that by doing research throughout the whole course. So here's a perfect example. I'm gonna give 100 to this student, and hopefully I can show you. So here, this is no submission. So exactly, this is gonna be a 0. And here is another perfect submission here. Got everything down from coding. So here, there was no results here. Okay, so there was results, but Derek could have added a little bit more information on here, right? But I'm a leniency grader. I'm gonna give you 100. So, some of the times I would give like 80s or 70s when we get down further down the road, right? So here, another summary. Here he has the name, class, my instructor, and date. So that's a perfect example. We're gonna go see a non-perfect example soon. So here, didn't turn anything in. That's gonna be a 0. That's also gonna be a 0. So here, make sure it's in document. Here has a different way of doing it. Margin it to the right side. That's all right. That's fine with me. As long as everything is documented and you completed what you completed. So here's the documentation, and from here he did a summary from the beginning. Okay, so this is gonna be 100, and this is gonna be a 0, 0, 0. So I know Matthew didn't write a summary here, so he just said easy. So okay, I just gave him a 100 here. Okay, so Yoslin. So I'm probably gonna come soon with a file that's unrecognized. So Shanae is a really great. Um, she has really great documentation here. So everything's documented word for word, input and output, and her summary is pretty precise. So I like how she did it. Again, it's gonna start with name, class, instructor, date, title, summary. Okay, perfect 100. Let's move on to the next one. Felicia's also another great student. Um, so if you let's, I don't think I'm not able to find a file, but like let's say you just turn in a SQL file, right? And you turn in a SQL file, and I'm not able to like read it. That's definitely a 0. Okay, so here's an example here. Um, let's go ahead and go to the 2.4 lab, right? Okay, so like here, this was a SQL, something like this, um, and no documentation, no input output. I wouldn't. I would give you a 0 first, right? And then Felicia go ahead and fixed it, and then I went and I'm gonna correct it now. So this is her second resubmission. Please resubmit it through Canvas, because if you submit it through comments, I won't read it, I won't recognize it, and it won't be in the grade book. So here, she did a perfect example. Felicia's very on top of her game, and this is 100 on my book. I usually just leave a great note here. Great job. And I'll go ahead and go read most of this stuff right here, but this is kind of more confidential type of work here. So that's gonna be how I'm gonna be grading, right? And also make sure you guys come to class on time, and then leave exactly on time, right? So we have class schedule from 8, which starts at 8. Be in class around 7:50. Make sure you're 10 minutes early, and then after which we leave at 2:30, right? So go ahead and leave on that time. Other than that, I don't want to talk about any more than that. I want you guys to go ahead and keep knocking out most of these grades. So most of these guys are kept up. If not, most of you guys have zeros, which is that means that you guys don't want to be on. You guys don't want to do a white collar job. You guys want to stay at whatever you guys want to be. So that's how I take it as. Other than that, so make sure you stay up to date with some of the videos I've posted on here. Most of the videos I have right now is related to the class. So most of them have your labs, and just go ahead and knock them out. Do step by step study, and you'll do fine, right? Make sure your codes, right? Make sure you have space in between. Make sure you start off with a comment, right? This is first question, right? So go ahead and do a comment on them. Save them, and make sure you have a time date when you turn it in. And the more summary you write, the better for me to actually read and understand what's going on. And also, my colleagues will be able to understand. So other than that, I want you guys to have go have a great day and keep knocking out your SQL codes, all right? So it's your professor, and I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you.